Ranking the best harvest cards in Madden 24. We are back here with another promo reveal. Today we got the harvest part 1 and we're going to go ahead and get it started right here with the 89 overalls. I'm not covering the 85s or the 82s. First one we got right here is Teron Johnson with 89 speed, 90 acceleration, 89 zone, 89 play rec. Pretty solid. I'm going to go ahead and put him in just like the mid tier though. Compared to all the other cards we had, he's just kind of like okay. Right after that we get a center right here, Robert Hainsey. What you're going to notice though is a lot of these cards low pass block finesse. The ratings that matter: pass block finesse, pass block power to counter power moves and finesse moves, and run block. So I just think his pass block finesse is too low. So for me, he's in the trash tier. And now right after that, we get James Conner. James Conner is such a weird card because sometimes they stat him like a god and other times they stat him like this with only 87 speed. I just think it's really just not good at this point, right? 88 acceleration, maybe usable on a theme team. That's really it. I just don't really think the card is good. I'm going to put him in the trash tier. Right after that, we get Eric Kendricks, 6 foot height, 88 speed, has 86 zone coverage, hits his zone coverage threshold on all Madden, also gets that lurk artist ability. I think he's a solid card, man. I think he's a solid card. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the good tier. After that, we get Wyatt Teller with, again, lower pass block finesse, this time 82, has 87 pass block power and 88 run block. Don't love the pass block finesse, but for me, gonna go in the mid tier. Right after that though, we do get Justin Reed with 90 speed, 89 zone coverage, 86 man. He's also 6'1". I think this card right here is a beastly card. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the good tier and then drop down Eric Kendricks. Yeah, I like this a little bit more. We get Brandon Sheriff right here with, again, lower pass block finesse, only 80, 88 pass block power and 89 run block though. So for me, I think he's more along the lines like a mid-tier card than he is trash. After that, we get CJ Mosley with 86 speed. Really just don't think he's a good linebacker though, has low speed. Does have decent play rec with 86, but has only 80 zone coverage as well. He does get the lurk artist ability, but for me, I think he's one of the worst lurk artist linebackers in the game. For me, gonna go in the trash tier. And now after that, we get another great safety right here, Eddie Jackson, zone arc with 90 speed, 91 zone coverage, also 85 man as well. Great whether you want to run man or zone. I think this card is really good. Also can get abilities like deep end zone KO. He's a monster, man. I'm for sure putting him in the good tier as well. Maybe could see these two cards great. Rob Havenstein this time with 82 pass block finesse, 84 pass block power. So while the 90 pass block could fool you, these two ratings right here are awful. For me, he's unusable. Gonna go in the trash tier. After that, we do get Michael Pierce though, but he does only have the bull rush trait on, yes, so he's only gonna use his power move rating, so we can ignore the finesse moves, but the power moves aren't really good. The block shit is, the strength is pretty good too. He's a big body in the middle. I'm gonna more along the lines lean like trash than like mid though. Don't really think he's that great. And after that, we get Marshawn Lattimore. I always think Marshawn Lattimore cards play really good. He's 6 foot, has 89 speed, 90 acceleration, 86 zone, 87 man, 90 press, so hits the threshold for zone on all Madden. For me, I'm going to slightly lean Marshawn Lattimore in this good tier right here. All right, and after that, we get some interesting 89 overalls right here, and I have a couple thoughts on these cards. So first off, these are game day upgrade players, meaning they start out at 89s, could potentially go up to 91s. And it should be stated, like last year, these cards after harvest was over, they went extinct. So if you guys want these cards, I'd recommend trying to build their set, because some of them, like last year, Deshaun Elliott was someone that got tackle supreme for 0 AP, was the only person to get that for a while, and no one could get him because the card was actually extinct. But Jordan Love this time has that slinger one released. I really liked his headliner card. He's gonna be like a gunslinger gift wrapped quarterback right now at his 89 overall. At a 91, probably will not get the hot route master. So for me, I just think he is like a mid-tier quarterback. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the mid-tier. And I should say I'm rating these cards based on where they are right now, not their 91s. If you guys want to know my thoughts when they are 91s, make sure to just check out my updated tier list when I update like wide receivers, corners, the positions we're getting. But I'm on the same bound right here at an 89 overall. He needs Detroit to pass for 2 touchdowns and also get 80 yards himself. And if you want an idea of what he could look at a 91, I think you could just plus every single stat by 2, so potentially 91 speed. Right now he's 89 speed with 90 medium route running, 89 short, and 85 deep. Again, just kind of like okay at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and again put him in this mid tier. After that, we get Jake Ferguson. Need Dallas to allow 3 or less sacks, and also for him to get 4 catches. And he could potentially maybe be like 88 speed. And Cowboys team, he would be nice on the Cowboys team, but 88 medium route running, 87 short running as well. For me, I just don't really think this card is good. For me, I'm gonna put him in the trash tier. After that though, we do get Benjamin St. Juste right here, 6'3" height, so a really tall DB, and you need the Commanders to hold Dallas under 200 passing yards, and for St. Juste to get 2 tackles, and potentially he maybe could be 92 speed. If he's 92 speed, he is maybe best corner in the game. But right now, the threshold base, he's not really a great man corner. Does hit the zone coverage threshold on all Madden. I think he's a really good zone corner. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and put him like top end of this good tier by like Marshawn Lattimore. Marshawn Lattimore maybe should drop down, but again, I'm just a big fan of his cards. And for the final 89 right here, we got Julian Love. His objectives need Seattle to force a turnover and for him to get 2+ tackles. I feel like that isn't hard, but right now he's 89 speed with 87 zone. Man coverage, only 84. He's 5'11". I don't love the shorter DBs. I feel like we just have a ton of Julian Loves in the game right now. For me, I'm going to put him in the mid tier once again. And now we get the 91s right here. I'm going to be honest. I think this is, I don't want to say a rare EAW, but this is a huge W right here because you can potentially get 3 of these 91s for free. I believe you have to do the house rules, the solo challenges, and the field pass to get these Turduncan collectibles, and these cards can go up to 91 overall, so you can potentially get 3 of them up to 91. First one we got right here is Arden Key. 91 finesse moves is great. The block shed is a little bit lower and the power moves are a little bit lower. The speed is fine of 86. And what I'm gonna do right here, I'm gonna pull up Arden Key's old card real quick. We're gonna take a look at his traits, right? So he does not have the bull rush trait on yes. So a lot of people may sleep on this card, but actually you don't have to pay attention to the power moves. He's only gonna use that finesse move rating. Good speed, good finesse moves. Block shed is a little bit lower. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and more long lines put him on like the good tier. I think that block shed is just a little bit too low. And my Dolphins team finally gets a Jevon Holland upgrade. I'm gonna be honest, I think this card is really great. He's 6'1", 90 speed, 91 acceleration, hits that 90 tier for zone coverage, 89 man. Love this card right here. Not only because he's a Dolphin, if he used his headliner card last year, I think Jevon Holland, when he gets a card, he is a beast. For me, I might be slightly overrating. If I put him great, does that mean I have to put Justin Reed and also Eddie Jackson in great? I don't know. I think Jevon Holland is better than them though. And honestly, you could say it's just Dolphins bias. I don't really think it is. I think Jevon Holland is a better card. Could see him top into this good tier, but I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the great tier. You can say I'm biased because I'm a Dolphins fan, but I'm putting him right there. And right after that, we get a scary Terry upgrade. Terry McLaurin with 91 speed and hits 85s across the board for route running. So hits all the thresholds from a route running standpoint, 91 speed, 6 foot height. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the great tier as well. He's a little bit taller than Marquise Brown. He's another one that kind of like Jevon Holland for me. I think his cards play really, really good. Same reason why Marshawn Lattimore made the good tier, not mid tier. I think this is going to be a sneaky good wide receiver. We also get Kyle Juszczyk right here, and he's 87 speed, 92 lead block. Not a bad actual fullback. I just don't think he's worth the choice unless you run like a Niner seam team. Just don't really think he's worth it. Right after that, though, we get Trent Brown. I think everyone should choose this as one of the options. I just don't see a world where you don't, because he has 89 pass block finesse, 91 pass block power, 89 run block. He's also 6'8", 380. Potential free 91 left tackle. Sign me all the way up. Do I think he's the best left tackle in the game? That was a good question. Oh, he might be. I mean, given his size, man, I think the big player models too. I'm gonna go ahead and put him best at position. You might think I'm overrating him, but I'm gonna go ahead and put him right there. And now right after that, we do get Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat with that 88 speed, lower block shed and lower power moves. But what we're gonna do once again right here, we're gonna pull up his other card right here. So Josh Sweat's other card, let's take a look at his traits, and he has the bull rush and the swim move trait on yes. So he's actually going to be someone that ranks a little bit lower than Arden Key for me. I would actually say he's more like along the mid-tier rusher, I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't mind this placement for him. I think he's a tier worse than Arden Key. And now we just got 92 overalls for the rest of the video. First one we got is Joey Porter. Joey Porter, Dolphins, great again. Kind of did him a little bit dirty from a speed standpoint. I think 84, given like all the top end rushers are like just flooding this. 92 power moves, 90 block shed, 85 finesse moves. Definitely a really good rusher. I just really don't think he's like the best in the game. Do I think he's in the meta? Sure, but I just don't think he's like best at position rusher. And right after that, we got Edgerrin James. Edgerrin James, 6 foot, 92 speed, 91 acceleration. They usually give him really good route running. They did last year. Has good change of direction. I think he is in the argument for best running back in the game. People I think that are going up against him, I think Ricky Williams is great. I think Alvin Kamara is still awesome. I think Kenneth Walker is great. I think you can make arguments who the best running back in the game is. I'm going to put him more along the lines of like a great running back. It's really tough. Like you can argue so many best at position, but I'm going to lean more great. I don't think he's a locked in best running back in the game. And right after that, we get Pat Surtain II. Now, this card, as I'm recording this, is amazing. I am a little bit worried though, because as you may be watching this, EA might be live right now. Given the season update, and we should be getting an AP update. If they move defensive AP to 10, this card to me is useless, and it's because of the man-to-man arc. And right now, as I'm recording, it doesn't matter. He is one of the best corners in the game. 6'2" height, tall corner, 92 speed, 89 zone, 92 press, 93 man. Amazing stats. My one worry with the card is that man-to-man arc. given the AP update. So for me, I still think he's, right now as I'm recording, one of the best corners in the game, probably the best, my favorite corner in the game. But again, that man-to-man arc kind of worried me. And right after that, we got Dexter Lawrence right here. Dexter Lawrence, 6'4", 342. Think him, the Fridge, Gilbert Brown. There's just something about these just like huge defensive tackles. And Dexter Lawrence was like this last year. And again, his base elite was also amazing. 92 power moves, only has that bull rush trade on yes, so we can ignore the finesse move rating. Great block shed. I am willing to put him best of position for defensive tackle, just because like I can't even explain it, because from a stat standpoint, you might not think he's that good, but use this card and tell me I'm wrong. And right after that, we got Amari Cooper right here, 6'1" height, has 91 speed, and again, hits all the route running thresholds. Better all pro receiver than Terry McLaurin because he hits 90 short, 90 deep. Really good receiver though. I think he's a great receiver. I think he's definitely usable. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the great tier. I think he's a little bit better than Terry McLaurin, but I don't think they should be on opposite tiers. Finally, right here, we get Patrick Mahomes, big time upgrade. 80 speed, hits all the accuracy thresholds. We're gonna pull up Mahomes' old card real quick because he does have, I believe, a unique release. I think he's the only person in the game to get it, Slinger 2. And a little bit of a sidearm release. I really liked it last year, like medium releases. He's going to get set feet lead, more mobile set feet lead quarterback. I do think he's QB1, can also get that How Route Master ability. So you could run How Route Master, Gunslinger, Gift Wrap, or you can run set feet lead on him. And I think set feet lead is the best ability in the game, and he's the most mobile set feet lead quarterback. Aikman's release is okay with set feet lead, but I think Mahomes will honestly just be better. And yeah, boys, this has been my thoughts on the Harvest Part 1 drop. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know who you're picking up from this promo. Me personally, Patty Mahomes, QB1. Got to get Javon Holland for Fenn's team. And obviously for my 91s, Trent Brown. And then for my third one's kind of tough because like Terry McLaurin, do I need a receiver on my team personally? No. Maybe I'll just go with the pass rusher like Arden Key or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. But yeah, boys, hope y'all did enjoy this video, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you guys want to watch me use some of these cards live, I've been streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. If you want to watch on YouTube, make sure to hit that noti bell, be notified when I'm live, or check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. Now, if you guys do want another video to watch though, check this one out right here because I ranked all the AKA cards in Madden 24.